for him, especially the last 3 weekends. Fastball, he can run it up.
86 degrees tonight. Humidity has it feeling more like 90. The wind has been blowing out for the most part throughout the afternoon. It should die down a little bit tonight. So Fowler finally back to the box, and the 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball. Left-handed hitter, they'll alternate left, right, all the way down to get.
JUCO transfer out of Pearl River. Was actually hitting 7th in the lineup when the season started, but things, as you know, in college baseball, everything kind of extrapolates out to the end of the year where you can be the leadoff guy, which he is.
1-2 pitch in the dirt. Luke Heyman's the battery mate tonight of Liam Peterson. Heyman's been doing pretty much the leadoff hitter for the Tide.
Yeah, real good veteran guy. He's at the top of the order for that reason. And now it's going to get interesting because you got some tough hitters coming up one right after the other.
Let's get right into Justin LeBron here. He's a .317 hitter. Driven in 65 as we highlighted it with their lineup card. 3 before his day was cut short.
Yeah, got LeBron to pull off that slider. You can see the head and the shoulders pull out by Peterson.
Peterson, good to be back home. The last time he was on this home mound, he struck out 13 against Arkansas. Peterson's outing last week at Texas cut short by light is that every team plays Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it's not a staggered start to the weekend series like we see throughout. So we'll do some scoreboard watching with you tonight and through the series that will conclude on Sunday late afternoon, or Saturday rather, late afternoon. See, I'm already thinking Sunday. Sunday we'll find out, or we'll have a 2-0 Alabama. We'll see what Florida does with their half of the first inning. What will Ty Evans do this very weekend? His last famous is away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bolzer comes in to tonight's action at .319 on the season. 1-1. That's a good start. Line over the shortstop. Actually, it's State and the second baseman. They had shifted. But nonetheless, Bolzer's aboard here with a leadoff single, and he's a little shaken up here. But it was those guys that kind of helped pick things up for guys like Lawson, who we've seen the Gators rely on near the top of the order so much. Runner going, and a swing and a chopper foul into the first base dugout.
Yeah, that was a delayed steal, and the reason why that would have worked, right after they did the defensive switch right there, that put the defense in a disadvantage wise with the 13 wins the Gators have for postseason. But as we all know, getting to host is such an advantage in postseason play.
Saw that last year, Nick. You know, you just get into the thing, and there's conference play for Heyman. He was flirting with 400 about 3 weeks ago. It's kind of, that's his throwing wrist hand.
I don't see a guy that's in your program for 4 years that makes it all the way through. It's becoming a rarity, so it's to be celebrated for sure.
And the want to be a leader after having to go through the decision process last summer. We'll talk more about Evans. He'll be here all. I mean, the Heyman thing, it just has the ripple effect.
Yeah.
It's his offensive presence. It's maybe more importantly his defensive presence.
Yeah, we just showed that 10 home runs in SEC play. Not many guys in this conference have done that.
2-1 to Torres. Is low.
Torres out of
program. When Peterson has missed, it's primarily been low, although the one he left up ended up beyond the left field fence here in this early outing.
And Mizell's dangerous.
Playable, and Sear on his way in to make the catch here of late, and they're fighting for their postseason lives this weekend. Here's the 0-1 to Sear, and it's knee-high for a strike.
And you got to commend what Mizzou did. You know, the coaching staff, you know, great job. Carrick Jackson and Tim Jamison just grinding it out.
That ball's belted out to left. Will the wind help it enough? No. Down Hodo, scrambling, can't come up with it. He'll commit his 6th error of the year, and the Gators have a base runner with 2 outs.
Ground ball right at him.
Yeah.
That's probably a play he's going to make 99 out of 100 times, but not there.
Tully's so good at so many things. How's he in finishing the regular season? Never would have thought to go for that stat. But his overall record in the final games, of the regular season, we'll take him in a batch of 3 here, a 3-game set. He's won 13 series to just losing 4 in his tenure. Alabama is awfully impressive. It's 8 right now.
Yeah.
And
Rob Vaughn's done a nice job since coming over from Maryland with that ball club.
he just hasn't been as crisp tonight.
Yeah, 55 pitches in 2 2/3.
And got a little help there, 3-1. This inning started off with a 4-pitch walk to the 9-hole hitter. What do you know it? That's one of the runs that came back here in the 3rd inning.
Threat to go. Now, it's interesting, too. Donay obviously hasn't caught as much as Heyman, but Donay will take a back seat to nobody's arm because he's got a cannon back there.
It's one of the things he improved on in the offseason with regard to his catching, was using that cannon. That's going to get down in right field. One hop to Wilson. He'll get it in quickly and hold the run. Nobody is there currently. The 8th man to bat is Coleman Mizell. Mizell flew out to left his first time up. This one's out into right. And the 3rd out is recorded. But
Lawson, as you mentioned, was ill last week, and his shift now being employed with the 2 strikes.
Lawson is 1 for his last 14. And the count even now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I love the fact that you see the shift going. So many times I see him pitching away from the shift. Right now, the way they got that shift, they should be attacking him in. It's a chance to come up and make a dent. Look, it's 5-0. It's college baseball. It's not an insurmountable lead.
So here now the catcher, Plattner, and this is where the problem started for Peterson last inning. Plattner, a .278 hitter, walked out of the 9-hole to lead things off in the 3rd. He came in on the LeBron home run.
Nice feed by Nate. Well, right up the middle, you got Kyle Jones, too.
I was going to say, if that ground ball goes right at Sear, that the ball finds. So 2 outs, nobody on. It is tough out in the streets here of Gainesville right now. So Fay, a rare mistake from him. I was just about to say 37 pitches, 26 for strikes through 3 innings, allowing 1 hit.
It's the 5th batter he's hit this year, which is relatively low.
And the Gators are seeing him for the 2nd time through now, as that one's off the mask of Plattner. 1-2 to Blake Sear.
Now, last week he was pulled after 71 pitches. He's at 43 right now. But this is a big at-bat just to keep the line moving.
The lead runner is stripped. Ricochet was to Alabama's favor. The hustle by Plattner was to the Crimson Tide favor, but Fay not there. That'd probably been a play, like you said. Also advancing is Evans to 2nd. The 1-0 to Brody Donay, swing and a miss. So back to what we were talking about, which was, I said, I guess you appeared to be more patient last week. Yeah, I wasn't chasing so much.
He has that sinker that dives away from lefty, so Yost should be looking in that area right now. Doesn't mean if he comes inside he can't pull it.
The slide piece has also kind of been a good out pitch for Fay. And he runs that one away, 2-1.
But you see where Plattner's setting up. He's setting up away. They threw a couple over the plate, one inside. Now they're going to just change in and out.
And it's a good start here as Peterson's going after the zone. His last 2 innings he has been shaky. He had a 4-pitch walk to the 9-hole hitter in the 3rd to lead off. And then he hit the 8-hole hitter with a... And as Nick noted, this is Heyman's spot. So Number 3 spot in the lineup. In relief for starter Tyler Fay.
Yeah, good numbers. 35 innings, only 21 hits, 178 they're hitting against him, 12 walks, 49 strikeouts. Now his fastball will get up there to 92, slider around 80. Also throws a change, has a feel for all three. And the kid they call Shaq, as in S-H-A-Q. Right over the plate. Yep. And with 2 strikes, Ty Evans made him pay.
Well, this is all on Myers. There is nobody throwing in the Alabama bullpen. 1-1. Hitters count. He is ruled safe. Just got the word from the crew chief, Brandon Cooper, and it was close.
Well, there is no such thing as tie goes to the runner, I can tell you that. And be ready for it.
1-2 pitch. Got him on strikes. Heiberger puts out the fire, preserves the lead, but the Gators are back in the inning. Nick Belmonte with this barrage. The Bulls are trying to find it. It's in the twilight. He lost it, and it's going to drop. And it's going to end up being a double.
Brookins didn't see it either, the left fielder. Yost, I think, saw it. It's just to help.
And you were on Torres from the first time he came up to the plate tonight. Kind of his backstory a little bit. And I'm paraphrasing maybe. Be careful with this guy, is what you said.
Yeah, he's been around. He's an accomplished player. Transferred from Miami. South Florida kid. He's been, mid-90s and above here tonight. And Mizell just behind it. Boy, if the Gators can get out of this inning, that would be a big shutdown inning after putting up the 3 spot in the bottom of the 5th.
And I think that, that's, again, one of the things that Kevin O'Sullivan has preached. There have been times this year, as Staten sends this one down the right bullpen now.
He did a great job last week in Austin.
He did. Boy, it was all hands on deck there. Especially after Peterson's start was cut short by the weather delay. Texas.
Now let's see if they pick a pitch out for him to go. Now he's got a left-hander and Heiberger that he's got to deal with as far as his move over to first.
Lawson ready. First to him's low. Boser's got 20 multi-hit games now this season. And he's reached 3 times tonight. Heiberger, athletic, makes the play. The Gators are limited to the 1 run, but they keep chipping away. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left on base.
Closer role that he has fully embraced, and you can see dominant 71 strikeouts in the 46 2/3.
Clemente falling away there on that second offering. 1 ball, 1 strike. As I mentioned at the very start of the night, this is the 131st meeting in baseball between Florida and Alabama. The Gators have been dominant here in Gainesville. Cruz stripling for his 2nd time. That's going to be 2 throwing errors now on Lawson tonight, and it's 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Both are on balls that he can't.
I think you see a smile on his face, I'll tell you that.
So now Brennan Lawson.
3 number 1 teams.
Payoff pitch now from Blackwood. Popped it up to mile up. LeBron, the shortstop, makes the catch. And we go to the 9th. Jake Clemente will face the top of the order for Alabama. 7-6 Florida. Out on strikes for the 4th time tonight. 2 gone in the top of the 9th.
Straight challenge with the fastball. Here it is. Hit it. I'm going to give you my best. And LeBron can't catch up to it.
Brought him. Golden Spikes Award watch list guy mid-season.